One pastor said that he got a US visa without an appointment, without a visa fee. Hey, Nigerians, tell me, how is this possible? You understand? And a lot of people has been saying, wow, what's this? Is it true? Is it not true? Some say yes, it's true. Some say no, it's not possible. Okay, so
never lined up at the American embassy to get a visa. I want to know how I got to America. I'm telling you right now. I did not pay for visa. I did not book an appointment. I went the next, and the man said, take all the passport, go and give them visa. I'm talking about working my face.
hey guys, good day all. This is Penzazo Travels. As you all know, we do visas application for a lot of countries, and we also help in flight booking. So you can bring your visa inquiry to us and we'll attend to you. But this morning I watched a video on Parara News, and let me share the video with you guys so you tell me what you think about this video. So okay,
I never lined up at the American embassy to get a visa. I was literally pushed and given a visa. I'm talking about obeying God and walking by faith. I followed people to the embassy who wanted to get visa, and the guy that would give them visa looked at me and said, don't you want visa? And I told him plain blank, I said, I don't need any visa now. When I want to go to America, I will go. God had already spoken to me.
You understand the context. Now there's a particular man of God. He said he has never lined up in the American embassy for a visa for once, never in his life. Okay, so now what happened? He said he followed someone to the embassy that applied for visa, and they want to give the person visa. Now, later in the video, you had when he said he never booked an appointment, he never paid any visa fee, stuff like that. So he followed somebody to the embassy, a US embassy for that matter, an embassy that has a lot of security and all that. That he followed the person to that place, that they want to give the person applying for a US visa, and right there, the consulate asks him, didn't you want visa? You understand my point? Now, this thing sounds like a lie. But I'm not saying it's lying, but it sounds like a big lie. The reason is this. You cannot go to US embassy without an appointment. You understand? Now, there is an exception to what is saying, that you can actually accompany someone to the embassy, but you must have an appointment. And the people you can accompany to the embassy are maybe people who are going for medical treatment, people that are sick, and they can't go alone. So you have to accompany them. So they will need someone to accompany them. At that moment, there's an exception to that. Or maybe the person is an elderly person, and he will need support while he is in the US. So he will need somebody to accompany him or her to there. So that is when you are also needed. Or you are applying for a family visa. And another one is maybe the person that is actually traveling does not understand English. You understand? What you only understand maybe is native language like Yoruba or Igbo, and the person will need a translator. That is another exception, that you can go to the embassy with that person, but you must have an appointment. So this man said he does not have an appointment, he doesn't have anything, and he just entered the embassy with that person like that. Not even staying outside the gate, to inside the consulate office. So okay, let's continue.
That I was going, and here was there somebody asking me, and he said, I've never seen somebody come to my office and not also for visa. He said, you are different. He said, go and bring your passport. If you want to know how I got to America, I'm telling you right now, I did not pay for visa. I did not book an appointment. I went the next day, I gave him my passport, and I gave him my wife's passport.
Do you hear him? He said he did not pay for visa. That means he didn't pay visa fee, he didn't book an appointment, he didn't do any of those things. Now this he didn't pay for visa fee, he didn't do an appointment is very possible, depending on who is inviting you. You understand? If you remember the case of that Cape Verde goalkeeper, you understand? After his wonderful performance in a particular match, people were hailing him, people were happy with him, but the guy just started crying all of a sudden, and they asked him why. He said his mother, he wants his mother to be in the World Cup. You understand, watching him live, but his mother is not there. So they have to raise a query, like the thing have to get to FIFA, and FIFA have to get to the United States government, and they have to, the next 2 days, the goalkeeper mother joined him, you understand, for the next match. So there's an exception to that, depending on who you know, depending on who they, you understand, depending on who they invite you, you understand. But this one we consulate tell you to come, bring your passport, come the next day. You see, say you no pay visa fee, you no pay. That means they just do an express for you, stamp am. So
And the two children, and the secretary looked at me and said, but the man asked you to bring your passport alone. Thank God for our secretaries. They are gatekeepers, so you have to know how to bypass gatekeeper to get to where you are going. That's a story for another day. So I was arguing with the man. I said to him, I said, if you don't give me the visa, it's not a problem. I'm not asking for this visa because the man said I should go and bring my passport. Why did I say that? I knew that whatever it will take to get there, it will happen because God has already told me that that's where I'm going. So it will take more than the secretary to stop me. So the man came out and the man said, what's the problem? Ah, you this guy. He said, what is the problem? I said, and the man said, take all the passport, go and give them visa. I looked at the secretary.
now there's a point I don't really understand here. Who is the man in question? The man in question, is it the consulate? You understand? Now, if the man is the consulate, the man cannot tell the secretary, take the visa, take the passport and go and give them visa. So what he will say is, take the passport and go and drop it on my desk. You understand? So who is the person that came out? And secondly, when see this embassy, we have been to those places. You understand? When a consulate wants to come out, like the distance between the secretary and the consulate, e far. I don't even know the country embassy where you go, but it go be Nigeria own. E far. You understand? So the only time wey consulate they come out, now maybe when they won't go for lunch, you get, or maybe he has an emergency and just want to quickly, now he go fit see you. You understand? Otherwise, they can also spot you from the CCTV camera. So there are a lot of in this is video. Uh, there are a lot of things that you hear and you'll be wondering how is this possible. You understand? So I don't really know his motive of saying this. Maybe is it to coerce members to have faith in God and believe in God by force, or I don't really understand the motive of him doing this video, but it has a lot of these videos has a lot of questions to be asked. So but the point is this, I'm not saying he's lying. There are exceptions to these things, but from his story, I don't personally agree that what he's saying is true. From his story, he might be saying the truth. So you guys that are on the comment section, what do you think?